So me and Brandon are going to simulate the start of a match. There will be a Goji who is simulating a Shinto priest. He has a Mumbai. He'll wait us to step into the ring. We'll come in, we'll all three bow. We'll go down into Sonkyo. And we'll do the Chirichozu again. If you remember the ritual. Wash your hands. Wake up the gods. The book shows we have no weapons. We come up to face each other. Now there are two lines here. The name for them here is Shikirisi. So there's two lines and they're about 3 feet apart. We'll come into here again, once again, Sonkyo, and we'll look at each other. What we try to do is synchronize our breathing so that we're breathing at the same time. Because we're going to charge against each other, and we want to be in sync. We don't want to butt heads. We want to make a good connection. We come back. Our hands have to be behind the line. And then the Goji will yell, Hakioi! And at that point, we can start. And John's going to be our Goji for the day.
Hakioi!
So you saw, Brandon kept his hips low, got me high, stepped in behind me, controlled the match. Even that little bit of sumo is tiring, so it's a lot of power that you're using. But the nice thing is most matches only last about 10 seconds. So I'm older, I'm glad I'm not wrestling for 6 minutes straight, because that would be brutal. I couldn't even participate in the sport. But I can wrestle 10, 20, 30 seconds at a time, give full effort, and still be competitive in the sport. Yeah, and so there are different styles. Me coming from a wrestling background, I like to get tricep and collar tie up. I like to get an over and under. There are people who like to get just on the belt, get inside grips, and there's defenses to all of this stuff. And then there's tripping. Brandon will come into a trip. There are leg grabs. Toss down. There's thrusting. We come off. Very effective. So Sukidashi. And in sumo, you strike the chest, but you can go to the face. So it's, believe me, when you get caught in somebody who's really good at it, it's a devastating move, and it catches you unaware. Sorry. Young boys, get in there. So we're gonna put these two guys in. Have a match for the young kids. Hakioi! Martin staying low. Aston's a little longer, a little heavier, but that doesn't really mean anything. So in sumo, the rules are the first person to touch the mat with anything but the bottom of their feet. So even if my foot turns over, I'm out. If I had any hair, if I went down, my hair touched the ground, I'd be out. Or if I managed to push somebody out of the ring first, so if I'm pushing on Brandon, he steps out, I win. But if I go push Brandon out and Brandon lifts me to this side, I'm out. I lose. If we fall at the same time, it's whoever touches first is the loser. Now, there is a technique where I can actually step out first and still win. So I pick Brandon up, I carry him out, because I'm in control of him. Full control. I'm in full control of his body. It's called dead body. There's nothing he can do to win. It's okay, I can step out. Another way I can fall first is if inside trip or an outside trip on Brandon and we go down and I'm gonna land on top of him, it's legal for me to put my hand out to break the fall so that I don't break Brandon. Self-elimination. So like if I come out here and I go to thrust and I slip, game over. Doesn't matter if he touches me or not, if I touch the ground. Or if I don't come up, he goes hockey oi and I stay here, I'm out. Touching the ground. So that's the simplicity of the rules of sumo, which is why it's a great spectator sport, because you can understand it in a 5-minute explanation, even less than that. You can watch sumo and understand everything that's going on. What do you want to add, Brent? I'm tired. More matches? You do some more matches? Yeah. Okay. We'll do a couple more matches. Get your mouth good. Come on in, Brent. Ask. So we're going to skip the normal chirichozu just for time's sake. You've seen what it is. We'll go right in to getting ready for the match.
Hakioi.
Big hop, any one of those I couldn't defeat because I'm off the ground. Now Brandon and I practice together all the time, so our matches in the beginning used to be pretty short. You know, he would beat me or I'd beat him. But now we know each other's tricks, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, so our matches can go really long now. We won't have a really long one, but just let you know that they can once you wrestle with somebody for so many times.
Hakioi.
Brandon beat me with Tsukidashi. I tried to get away from his charge, which put me up high, and he just drove me out.
Hakioi.
Now I'm going to stop this match right here for all you jiu-jitsu guys out there. Right here, you know, this is a Russian. I'm going to put pressure on his elbow, pressure on his shoulder, and I'm going to drive him out using a joint lock. There are a lot of joint locks in sumo. Here's one right here where I get his elbow, right here. If I were to go in on Brandon and get a double belt grip, he would go in and get both my elbows with joint lock like this. And I'm telling you, he can't wait to get out of bounds. He does that. There's another one. If I were to get Brandon in this Russian right here, he would reverse it, get me in this lock here. Once again, an elbow lock. And you can't hardly escape it. You can't get around fast enough as he spins. Yeah, come on, youngers. Put the young guys in again. So for all you youth wrestlers out there doing folk wrestling or Greco-Roman freestyle, Hakioi! Try not to cross your feet.
Inside control. There you go. Drive it. Up. Good counting. Good.
So let's come in after a match. Go back to your spots. The goji will point to the winner. All over here are on the edge. You guys stand up. Stand up. The goji will point to the winner. He takes a bow, squats down. That's one slash accepted. The loser steps out
And bounds.
and bows. It's a sumo match in a nutshell right there.